Yo, it's Jesse. I'm not sure how the video is going to go because since my last job I wasn't able to record, so we done stuff the chicken houses. So this is the second pull with a 450. Still rides like a box of nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing running. That way, still gotta grease it. I didn't do that because I was busy with helping my dad with chicken houses. So I say I was gonna do something, but you know how that goes. So you can see back there, this is his deer farm that I cut a long time ago. I think it was on the 5 acres, cutting the 5 acres video. He's got a bunch of beautiful deer. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to record much of the deer pens, so because of the laws and stuff like that has to deal with everything. I think you can take pictures and stuff like that, I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna ask the owner just to make sure, because I don't want to take pictures or video anything and then game warden stuff like that. It's just deer pens. I'm not just disclosing any like information or nothing like that, but they're hidden anyway. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get this unloaded, get it greased, and then we're cutting about 200 foot of field edge. Somebody's always calling me, freaking scammers. All right, so here is where we mulched the lower side down here, where we was cutting some trees down. That's his deer pens. You can see a bunch of deer down that way. Can't see it from on this. So there's a few trees that's laying down. He just told me to get around them, try to chew them up, nub them down. So he said 200 foot in, and we're cutting back at an angle. So he stuck a tree right here. There's a tree limb right here. So I'll be cutting and cutting at an angle, cutting it back, because he's going to extend his deer pens out this way. So we'll be hitting all this little stuff right here. It won't take us long. I'm gonna set up the tripod, which I thought I forgot it, but I actually got it. So we're gonna make our way in right here. That way I can make my way into these trees. I didn't bring my chainsaw, so I'll just cut them off with the mulcher. And then this is how far, you can see how far it is. You can see the trees back here. So we're pushing in a pretty good bit. You can see the road, so it's all this stuff like this right here. So I'll be mulching all that, just whatever I can get to the quickest and the fastest in a way. He just says get in there and do it. So this is what we mulched last time. He piled up some of the logs, burned them. So that's what we got. Let's go ahead and get at it. You can see the deer right there. There's actually one there, and you can barely see 2 or 3 under there. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to spook them and they jump. Now they're jumping up running. Yeah, they're all running now. There's still one laying there. Oh, it's jumping up too. Well, dang. I was trying not to spook them so that way they wouldn't break a leg. I'm running back to the truck to grab me something to drink. We're about halfway into this, and it's been about an hour and a half, so it was only 200 foot in, so it's pushed pretty easy. And then where I mulched on that upper side over there, he wants me to go back and do some more over there, a little bit fine tuning. Well, I stepped out of the machine to pull some of these vines down, and the machine started going to regen. Ladder and piss out here. But I got to push in a little bit more over here and kind of come up on that backside because it kind of comes up on a hill. So I'm gonna get it pushed, and then I gotta clean this corner up. So I'm trying to get all this right here because it's pretty dead, but I also don't want it in my picture either. So I'm gonna try to get in there and push it, and then I'm gonna push it as far as I can that way, and then come in on the backside, push it, so that way I can use that tree as a pry bar kind of. That way I can get behind it and push it out of the way. So I got a few twigs here and there I got to take care of, rip them up, a little bit of chunks, but I'll be back over here doing this. The wind got pretty cool too, so I'm guessing it's going to rain. I can't smell it just yet. The old southern tale of when you know it's going to rain. But you can kind of see how much I came in. It was thin stuff, but what takes the longest is going around all these trees trying to make it look good, because you got stuff growing right here, and then you got this stuff. But every time I go up, I always nick right up in here, so it looks ugly in picture because it's an eyesore. So I'm gonna try to rip some of this stuff out and off of it, get around these trees. These, well, you can't really see. Let's see, now you can. Stuff like that right there. Try to get close to it without hitting it. And I got that tree. But man, it looks good though. So I'm gonna get in here, do a little bit of this, and then we're gonna go down here where we mulched last time and hit some of these smaller stumps. So, and then I took the tree limb out right here. The tree limb was coming out and down, so nicked that pretty good bit. So you can tell we just got a little bit more. So we got a mulch down here, and then on the 5 acres that I started mulching at is over there. So I got to hit some of those stobs at the edge of the road. He said he wants me to clean it up because his kids and nieces and nephews go across the street to go fishing, and they keep tripping and falling from the stump areas. So I'm gonna go over and take care of those. And I'm gonna hit the rest of these over there. Cleaned it up, looks good. Probably picked up some poison ivy. That's what we got. I was got out to kind of pull some of this stuff off because every time I do something, it always slings and hits stuff, but that way I can throw it on top of each other. Yeah, look at that. And the owner came by a while ago, and he was already super happy about how much I got done and how it looks. I couldn't wrap that even if I couldn't try it again. But I think I'll have to, it stopped the machine, so I hit it way over there, came over here and pushed against that. So now I'm trying to see if I can't get in here and break it loose to where it all come out one time. Ain't that freaking awesome? So there's some bigger pieces in there, that's my problem. Let's see, we're gonna go over there and I'm gonna hook a chain to about 3 or 4 of these and rip it down. Then I'm gonna try to come over here and cut some of this out so that way it'll come out. All right, so this is what I got done. He's gonna pull that log out of the way for me so that way I can have a clean, that way he can pull it over there and throw it with the other logs over there so that way he can burn it. This is what we got done. So I pushed a little bit further than he wanted. I wrapped that fencing up. We got it out. He helped me cut it out. So, and then I'm gonna head this way. There's a bunch of stumps he wants me to kind of hit, and a bunch of tree limbs and stuff, so that way he don't have to burn it or do anything with it. But I'll have to come back down here to get some pictures. This is what we got. A little bit of stuff right here, but he's gonna make his deer pins come out right here. And I pushed like an extra 5 foot past what he wanted me to do for the 200 foot, so that way literally pretty much from here to over there. And then there's that tree that's growing like that right there. It's pretty neat. But yeah, look at that, slick. But done pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and go over here, and then we're gonna go down on the other side. He said this is like 20 acres, and then that's 5 over there, and he owns the back 30, I think, back through there. So he said eventually, he said he'll have us do all that. Just slowly but surely. That way he can have more deer pins. He's gonna take a bunch of these out, like the leaning ones and stuff. So that way the deer will have some shade. But we're gonna go ahead and get at it. dusty. Well, this is what we got done down here. This is where, I'm telling you, dude, look at these logs. Well, stumps. You can tell how big these logs was going to be. These are hardwood. Let's see. You can see where I hit it for a second. I mean, it didn't even, all it did was knock off the black off the top of the stump. Hello. There's a lot of dust over here. You can see the hardwoods over here, and I just hit all this stuff. It's all like this because he had somebody come in with a disc mulcher, made a mess. I mulched all that, and then the dozer pile was just all up in here, down that way. You can see all that stuff right in there. So I came in, pushed a little bit. And so I just came in and knocked everything down. These freaking woods right here are thick as crap. All it does is bounce on top of it. So I just pushed as best as I could for my last remainder, so that helps him get down in there and keeps it bush hogged. He's putting a garden right in here. He was up here disking before I hit the chain link fence material. But these knives are shredded, so we're gonna load up and probably go do another small job real quick and do some swapping for a air compressor, because I've got 2 of them, but I want another one put in the bed of the trucks. But anyway, let's go over here and we'll look at that. We're gonna push that big tree out of the way.